Hello everyone, this is another Minecraft video from the Hunter07, Mr. the Hunter07 that is, and this is just basically another video showing off my Minecraft world. So sit back, relax and enjoy, and I just want to show you what I've done. So just a bit of starting information, currently using Minecraft version 1.2.5, and if any of you watched BigWorld2's videos, I'm using pretty much all the same mods as he's using in his Season 4 Let's Play. So the primary mods here are Industrial Craft 2, Buildcraft, what else we got? Thorncraft, Red Power 2, and lots of other little add-ons, including forestry, the forestry mod for Buildcraft, and I'm sure there's a lot more I've missed. So, but anyway, if you want a full listing, I'll put a link in the comment section. So, so yeah, let's get started looking around the world. So this area here is obviously just my main storage and work area. So each of these chests has different things. So obviously I'm using the iron chests mod. So these are diamond chests, which are rather cool. You'll be able to see through them. So I've just got all my iron and silver and tin and copper and everything like that automatically sorted into here. In my dust chests, I've got diamonds and dusts and gems and all that kind of thing. So I've got sort of random plant materials and dyes. And yeah, all that kind of stuff. So you've got all your basic food and whatever else. Over this side is mostly mod items, so I've got a Buildcraft chest, Industrial Craft chest, and Thorncraft chest, that sort of thing. And up the top are mostly my farms from forestry. So up here we've got a reed and cacti farm. And here we have just scrap and UU matter, saplings and wood, and rubber, as well as a few things like hummus and bog earth that the farms use to operate. Basically, I'm utilizing logistics pipes for this network. So if we come around behind here, you can see that the general setup I've got is one polymorphic item sink and a provider module. So basically the polymorphic item sink takes a look at what's in the chest and says, okay, in this chest I'll have, okay, so in this chest is honey drops, put all other honey drops in this chest. And the provider pipe just allows the automatic crafting tables and whatever else down below, or I can request items from those chests via the provider pipe. So yeah, let's have a quick look downstairs at my automatic crafting area. So basically everything comes down from those chests above into this crafting area. So you'll see I've got a fair few items down here, and down here is actually my auto sorting area. So as things come up from my mine or farms from under here, it'll be segregated, it'll be separated over to the macerators, and you'll see here I have an item sink and extractor mark II. So in the item sink I have iron and tin and copper and silver and gold ore, so that'll automatically be macerated. Once that's done, it comes over here to the electric furnaces, and you can see they've got item sinks and extractors as well. So I've got iron dust and all the dusts that come from the macerators, as well as a little bit of raw beef and raw chicken. So that's automatically being burnt up. Here is my recycling system, which is turned off for the moment as I'm getting far too much scrap. And instead of being recycled, the extra cobble and things like that are just going into an equivalent exchange relay Mark III. I'm trying not to use equivalent exchange at all, really, except where I want to just play with the equivalent exchange toys. So if I need more glowstone, I'll go into the nether and get it there, rather than just use equivalent exchange. So it's just there for a bit of fun, but I try not to use it as much as I can. So yeah, let's head over here. This is my Thorncraft room. So very basic setup, just a single V's condenser here in the center. It's got a few crystals in it. This is my crucible of eyes, I think it is. I can't quite remember which one it is. Anyway, but I can just throw stuff into this crucible here to give me a more boost in Vis or taint, whatever I like. And of course you've got your infuser and other equivalent exchange tools here. If we have a look underneath, we can see that from the crucible and from the condenser have advanced Vise valves. So you can see the Vise going over to the left-hand side into the tank over there, and any taint that would come through would come up into these tanks over here. As I have the dark infuser over this side, the taint is going there, but I also need Vise as well. So that's what all that piping is there. And here is actually an automatic crafting system utilizing infusers for my mining rig underground. So I'll explain that in a little more detail later on. So I think showing this, okay, let's just wander over here. So this is part of my automatic crafting system as well. So it's just furnaces, and if we have a look, check out the crafting pipes, you'll see that's just turning iron into refined iron. This one's turning sand into glass. And behind that we have a macerator turning coal into coal dust. And we have compressors and extractors turning into carbon plates and things like that. So advanced alloys and so on and so forth. I just don't like making those things myself. And over here we have my a little bit unfinished at the moment, but I'm getting there. We have a system that takes any extra wood that's produced by my forestry farms, throws it into an electronic furnace, that's then pumped out the back and pumped into these generators via a distribution pipe, so it's evenly distributed. It's pumped into these generators, which then provide power to this MFE and into this mass fabricator. So it will only be turned on, it will only be active while there is scrap in it, and obviously when it has power. So if it was daytime, I'd be getting a little bit of power from these two solar panels here, these low voltage solar arrays from the Compact Solars mod. So each one of these is equivalent to 8 normal industrial class solar panels. I also have a number of them up there powering my equipment up the top near my chests. Okay, let's head upstairs again and let's have a look at my Buildcraft room. So here we have a fermenter fermenting saplings, automatically creating fertilizer, utilizing so as this tank becomes empty, so if there is room for liquid in this tank, this will turn on the fermenter and it will pump out a little more biofuel into here, biogas, and it'll come into this standard Buildcraft refinery where it will be refined and made into biogas to run these combustion engines. So this is just one bank of 5 combustion engines running at the moment, but if I need more power, if I want to use the assembly table here or something like that, then I can just flick on the other one. I find that I could just leave those 5 running permanently and they get supplying more than enough power for the fermenter and the refinery here, and to keep themselves and these other 5 engines fueled full time, no worries at all. So that's really nice. Over here as well we have just a carpenter, been making silk wisps and woven silk, and here we have a centrifuge for me just to use whenever I need to. Okay, I might just sleep through the night here for a second. As you can see, my little puppy there is sitting on top of his food bowl. I love having him around. He's great. Where is that? I think there's a slime down here somewhere. Those jolly Thorncraft slimes. Annoying. There he is. Let's get rid of him, shall we? Lag. My laptop's not powerful enough to handle recording. Okay, so where were we? Yes, so my puppy. I love having him around, but often he just jumps in lava all the time. He seems to jump in any lava he can find, so that's a little bit frustrating. So I end up just leaving him here on his food bowl. You might have noticed just down here as well is my little. I didn't quite cover that in properly. Whoops. Is my Vise crystal farm. I find that using a crystalline, when using a crystalline bell to harvest these crystals, I often have to repair it before I get to the end of the farm. So I need to make another crystalline bell, I think. And if we come down out here, we can sort of see my farm area. I'll just use my jetpack to get a little bit of height so you can see exactly how it's all laid out. So over here, you can see this is my automatic apiary area, automatic bee area. Here below us we have my wheat farm. We have a peat bog here to produce peat to power all these farms. We have a tree farm, we have a rubber farm, we have a reed farm, and a cactus farm. And over here, if we move over here, you'll see this is, if any of you are familiar with BigWorld2's Let's Plays, you'll notice that this is a automatic sheep. Oh gosh, I'll just turn down that sound. Very loud. Okay, you'll notice that this is an automatic sheep shearer. So you'll see there's a timer here hooked up to a deployer, which has, if I can get the deployer, has a pair of shears in it. Oh, I might have to replace those shears soon. So every time that ticks, it should harvest the sheep, and then the transposer? This one here. This transposer will collect the wool, put it into this chest, which is then pumped up into my wool chest up in my central in my little house there. So yes, I think that's very cool. You'll notice I have a few horses and unicorns and things like that around the place. I actually have the More Creatures mod installed. Let's just turn down those sheep are getting on my nerves. Yeah. So I tried installing the More Creatures mod just for a bit of fun, and yeah, don't know if I'll keep it installed. I might actually get rid of it, but as I had an ostrich plague at one stage where I had about 20 ostriches in my automatic crafting area, so that was a little bit inconvenient at times. Okay, so now this little cow off by itself is actually a, let's just dive down through here. Oh, another thermic slime. Lag. Okay, you can see here that this is all my piping and that to take all the items that are being farmed up into my main house. But this is just simply a deployer and with a crafting pipe. So, and the crafting pipe says basically, if put in a empty bucket and get out a bucket full of milk. I actually have an automated crafting system up to make cake, so I thought that was rather interesting. Over here as well, we have a automatic cow killer. So every time these deployers tick, underneath these deployers there are supplier pipes to keep them supplied with wheat from my wheat farms. And each time this ticks, it right-clicks the wheat on these cattle and makes them breed. As they come along further and further, they'll eventually fall down into this pit and die. And then oh god, I can't remember the name of that thing. Is it a transposer? Filter? Something like that. I think it's a transposer. A transposer down the bottom there picks up the meat and leather and sends it back up to my little house. This is an area I was just playing in, so just ignore that for the moment. Now over here, let's have a look at my bee area. I love all these flowers everywhere. That's so cool. But yeah, so basically, what's happened here is I just put in the bee and the drone, and as the bee produces drones and bee products, they get pumped out the back here. If this switch is turned on, they get pumped out the back. The drone and the queen automatically get inserted, and everything else comes down this way. So obviously, I have a few apiaries there running away for different breeds of bee. So they come down this way. Whoa! Oh, these jolly thormic slimes. I really need to make myself a lightning sword, whatever that Thormcraft sword is. But yeah, so all the bee products get sorted up into these 3 centrifuges. And once there is something in their inventories or it has work to do, these BuildCraft gates turn on. So this is just being supplied with power from those 5 combustion engines up in my house there. I seem to find that works quite well. So all the bee products get sent there, and then as they produce product, it gets pulled out the back here with these pipes with extractor modules in it, these logistics pipes with extractor modules, and they get sent up into the B product